Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Today I have my empties for May. I don't have as many as normal, but that's okay. So the first one I got to try yesterday, and this is J-Lo Beauty. I know it's hard to see. They have like a foil, she has a foil wrapper. I got to try this for $3.50 from Ipsy. They normally run 3 for $48. The ingredients looked really nice. It has niacinamide, and then a bunch of oil, squalane. But I didn't realize, it just says the Limitless Glow. And it is the weirdest mask. It is in 2 parts. One up here, one down here. There are like 3 slats that seem like gills. I guess you're supposed to stretch it over your ear, and maybe the 3 holes are if you have ears farther away or closer to your head. But this instantly started tingling. And I was like, ugh, what is going on? So then I was trying to read on the back, which there is not much. There is not much to go on. And then I see plump, visibly plump. So I don't know about you guys, but I am not doing a sheet mask in the morning before work or like before a date night. I'm usually doing this in the bathtub before bed. So I don't want my face visibly plumped before I go to bed. So I'm not quite sure. There is a galactamus ferment filtrate, in the, like almost in the top 3. I don't know if that's what tingles. My skin didn't turn red. Nothing, bad happened. But I just don't want to sit with a sheet mask that's tingling. So I don't know. It was definitely a very high quality mask, but it was like weird. Like I said, 2 parts and then these like gill-like ear straps. It was interesting. Happy to try it. I don't think I would repurchase even at the $3.50 range. You guys know at this point, I love sugar scrubs. This is awesome. They have different flavors. I assume maybe Target carries this. I know Walmart carries it. It was at least, I think, $5.99. This tub lasts for a really long time. I love this scent of the rose. They also have other scents. All right, I have no idea where I was. I got a phone call in the middle of this. But either way, I love this sugar scrub, and I feel like it's just as good as like high-end whatever. So Dr. Teal's. Sadly, when I went back to Walmart, we were out, but I love this and will definitely repurchase it once it gets in. This is my new favorite body butter, and it's so cheap. I think it's like $3.99. This lasted me almost 6 months. Normally, Trader Joe's has the coconut. I've honestly never tried it. This is their fall scent. It is so thick. Thanks to my boxes, I don't know why I'm showing you the inside, but it's kind of a tub, and it's super thick. Thanks to my boxes, I got in a foot cream. And so basically every night now, once I get out of the shower, before I get into bed, I do a foot cream. And I love this. I would have already repurchased it if it wasn't for the fact that I had gotten a couple other foot creams. But I love this. It is super thick. It lasts a long time. So this is definitely a win. All right, Purlisse, they have great products. I love their CC cream makeup. I love my total holy grail is their Blue Lotus for cleansing. I knew already when I picked this last month for Ipsy, I was going to be in trouble because it has walnut shells. Walnut shells can do micro tears. They are just not something I want to deal with. I didn't look at that before I picked it. It was too harsh. I ended up using it. We used it as kind of a back scrub. My husband used it on his face. It has vitamin C. So I have sensitive skin. Walnut shells and vitamin C irritate my skin. So this was a no-go, but it was fine for our, backs, legs, whatever. It was kind of a waste. But it was my fault for not seeing that they do walnut shells. Not into walnut shells. All right, this was a total miss from Elemis. I got this a while back and had just been saving it. I picked it because it basically says for sensitive skin. This stings, a light sting, tingle when you spray it, which is for me never a good sign. I just don't like it. It had a fine mist, but apricot, I think, is a vitamin C. I don't know. But it says calming facial toner. Why would a calming facial toner kind of sting? This might be great for somebody. I'm going to leave it on the counter at work, so hopefully somebody will love it. It was just not for me at all. This is a mist. This was the Oleoplex dry shampoo, $30, so very expensive. The first couple times I used it, it was awe-inspiring, and I don't know whether like all of the main ingredients came out in one, but after that, it basically didn't take the oil out. It did a lot of defrizzing. It kind of zhuzhed it up, very shiny, but the oil was still there. And I want a product for $30 to do both. I want it to zap my oil and to zhuzh up my hair. So absolute no for me. I would not repurchase at $30. That's more than my normal Redken. These work great on my daughter. So I have not tried them for me, but this is awesome on my daughter. The Aussie Miracle Moist. These come from Walmart, and they have different ones. I think the packaging is over the top, and it's kind of it kind of has a turn thing where it comes out. I've already repurchased this. This is called Stress Relief, but I use it sparingly, but to go to sleep. And so it has vitamin B1, 2, 6, and 12, ashwagandha, which I think is like the latest and greatest for calming in like the natural realm, and then lemon balm. So there's no melatonin. And I don't know whether your body kind of can get addicted to this as well, but like melatonin, if you take it too much, kind of disturbs your natural production of melatonin. I think the serving is 1. So I just take one, I go right to sleep. I sleep the whole night. It is so nice. But again, I don't use this even once a week. This is a sparingly when I can just feel that I'm not going to go to sleep. So maybe once or twice a month I use this. And there are different ones, like different categories of these. But this really helps me sleep, and it seems healthier than taking melatonin all the time. This is my daughter's holy grail for detangling. I already have a big one repurchased. This is by Sexy Hair. It's the Tri-Week. And it just makes her hair so shiny. It detangles without any problem. And so again, the Healthy Sexy Hair Tri-Week leave-in conditioner. Awesome. I think the full size is $18. And it's definitely, for my daughter, go-to. Absolute. All right, I love Paula's Choice. Often, if you want to try it, they also have a sample size. This is the Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense. I've already repurchased it several times. If all honesty, I would have skipped it, but they kind of auto-renewed without emailing me. SPF 30, it has antioxidants and resveratrol, which I really don't know what that is. But it's basically like a sunscreen with skincare benefits. And this one has a tint. Now, it does in the evening wash off. Like if you look at your, like I have like a little silicone scrubby, it's coming off like a makeup shade. I will say when you first put this on, it does have a slight toning of my redness, but I do mean slight. And I don't think that necessarily lasts throughout the day, but I do love their sunscreens. This is an awesome product. It wears great under makeup. I really like it. This was a total miss. Again, another Purlisse. I got this for $15, and I think foundations are normally like $36 or $39. I love the Purlisse CC cream. This was so thick and just did nothing for me. This is the Ageless Glow BB cream, and I'm going to be honest, I do not know the difference between a BB cream and a CC cream. Also, I know that I spend all my time saying how vitamin C irritates my skin. In the CC cream, it didn't. So this was just sadly a total miss. It was thicker. I just thought it sat in my lines, and it just didn't glow or do me any favors. All right, Fenty Skin. This is the Hydro Visor. This was a sample size. I bought the full size. This is her moisturizer with SPF. So it's like a 2-in-1. It's a moisturizer with skin benefit, like skin ingredients, plus SPF 30. I would not recommend this for oily skin. I like it for me as, I rarely wear makeup out to work, if we're going to be honest. And so if I'm in a hurry and don't have time to do like a layered skin routine, this is kind of a one-stop shop. But I say no way for oily. It is heavier. It kind of sits a little bit heavier I think if you have dry skin, this would be absolutely perfect. I have normal to slightly dry, and it's super moisturizing, but you can kind of feel it sit there. Like it's kind of a thicker moisturizer, but I like it a lot. This product I really loved. I don't think I've ever heard of the brand, the Organic Pharmacy. This is another one. If you have super, super, super dry skin, I 100% recommend. Honey and Jasmine Mask. Now this is going as a mask. I do not wash off masks. I would leave this on at night and then wake up. Super thick. I mean, almost balm quality, but my skin loved it. I'm not interested in repurchasing just because 6 months out of the year, I don't even need it. In the winter, it was kind of nice. So if you were like Minnesota, Alaska, somewhere with a winter and you have dry skin, I think this would be awesome. All right. So this is was my favorite lip oil. It's the Sugar Rush by Tarte. I love the packaging. It's $18. I did have this on auto ship, so I got it for $15. It has to be a loss leader for Tarte. It comes in an actual box and like a ton of like royal purple tissue paper. So with shipping, I can't even imagine they're making money. And then I skipped my last shipment, so I've kind of been on the hunt. I kind of almost feel like they're phasing out the auto ship for certain things because I may be getting another one in May. So anyway, I bought one on Amazon, another face oil. I didn't like it, but then everyone's been talking about the NYX fat oil and I love it. And it's only $9. So I feel like this is going to be replaced with the NYX fat oil. But anyway, I do love it. It is a great lip oil. $18 is too much. Not that like $15 saves you a lot. And I just kind of hate all the packaging. Tarte could put this in a little bubble mailer and it would be just fine. Worst mascara. I just don't get it. I don't get it. This Too Faced, I absolutely, as you've heard me say before, hate the name. I think this is around $25 to $30. It does nothing. I think your lashes and you depend on what brush you like. This particular style of brush does nothing for me. This does not coat my lashes. It is drier. Eventually it flakes. My Maybelline is 1,000 times better at a fraction of the cost. So I don't know whether it's just fake hype on the internet or somebody does really love it. The only thing I can say is it has awesome packaging. It's a very heavy, luxurious metal feeling. But I don't need that. I don't want to pay for a luxurious metal packaging. I would rather have a good product, and that does nothing for my lashes. Onward to mascara that does nothing. This is KAB Beauty. I got this in my Goldie box, and I'm going to have to say, I like the Goldie box, but I will say the products you get in there can be less quality. And so this did nothing for me. It has these tiny little nubs. It was almost worse than nothing. It comes out as like an oily slick that just did nothing. And then it like smudged and flaked. It was absolute garbage. The packaging is also bad. At least this looked nice. Like this was 100 times worse than this. But this still is not worth the price or the hype. I think it's the hype. And the name. But this was just no good. All right. I really like this as a primer. Ciate London. It's the Dewy Skin Primer. It definitely is going to be like oil slick. It is dewy, but it looks good under makeup. I don't feel like I would repurchase a primer. If I get a primer in one of my boxes, I use it. But this definitely, if you like glow, if you have dry skin, I feel like this would be your friend. I don't think oily skin girls they don't need this anyway because they've got the natural oil going. L'Oreal Age Perfect Serum Foundation Sunscreen. This was just the wrong shade. And it was cream beige, and it's just the wrong shade. So I think this was an okay product, but for me, this shade was just too golden. And I also feel like this was hard to figure out. I wish, like, I just did a video with ColourPop from like a Target haul. ColourPop has, you know, light neutral, light warm, light cool. This is just funny names like cream beige. Well, can you tell me, is that neutral? Is that warm? So this was just not the right shade, not the right tone, but the actual formula and the way it looked was fine. I really like this. I have more of them. Dr. Botanicals is a great brand. I don't think this particular one is even around. It's their Moroccan Rose Light Cream. It's a very kind of almost gel-like moisturizer. It calmed my redness. This time around, I don't feel like it's that great. And I've been trying to look it up, and I think it's almost extinct, out of business. I don't know, not out of business, but this particular line is closed. I can't even talk. Canceled, whatever. And so when I first got a tube, I absolutely loved it. And this is from the same lady, but now, you know, 6 to 9 months later. So I kind of wonder, is it expired? Was it old stock to begin with? Because I loved it, and now I'm kind of about it. All right, I have gotten a lot of this Nuria through the Goldie Box, and this sort of stings my skin. It had great ingredients. This, again, I will put out at the table at work, and hopefully somebody can use it. I think, I've said this before, a brand or a company can have the best ingredients. It may not jive with your skin. This has great ingredients. For whatever reason, it doesn't jive with my skin, and that's okay. Not every product's meant for everybody. So, this is what happens when you buy cheap razors. I use Venus. Oh gosh, Venus for my legs. Love them. I upgraded to that about 3 years ago. But for whatever reason, it doesn't get my armpits, and so I just went and got like cheapest. These are Gillette, probably $3 for a pack. They hang in my shower, so they're not near water. Granted, I know it's moisture in there, but within 2 weeks or less, it is now all rusty. So honestly, you get what you pay for, and I'm going to have to upgrade that to a little bit better. I really liked this. I really do wish companies would give you more. So this was a one-time use by the Skin Fix Barrier, which I love. Their moisturizer is probably my new holy grail moisturizer for the evening anyway. This was awesome. But one tiny use. I can't repurchase it based on one tiny use. I feel like if you like a more matte lipstick, this might be for you. This is Maybelline Super Stay Ink Crayon. It's a little bit darker of a color. I could make it work, but it's a little bit more matte, and so I don't like matte. It's kind of more of a traditional, I feel like, lipstick, but more on the matte side, although it's not billed at matte. And again, it's a little darker than I would like. I think this is perfect for somebody. It's just not perfect for me. I got to try this Lancome Genifique, and I really liked it. Their website is hard to navigate, at least for me. It was hard to find this. I find this super expensive, but I really liked it. So I'm not going to repurchase it. I was glad to try it. It was super thick and luxurious. I really liked it. Anyway, those are my empties for this month. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.